Howdy folks, and welcome back to the Lost Forgotten channel, where I am just a little bit confused. See this here video, and this is one of those channels that I consider to be basically activated right before an election just to herd opinion. It starts out posting a bunch of liberal seeming stuff, and then, well, it kind of just, it changes. It just molds and morphs to affect the exact shape of the opinion that their polls are telling you you're supposed to have. Did anybody notice something about last week? All this shit about the tightening polls? There were no tightening polls last week. They were all different polls. It was one poll after another. Those polls were all basically taken during the same time period. They were released one after another, slowly and methodically, by the media to make you think it was okay that Trump steals our country from us. Now, here we have yet another reference to assassination. And now see, while it basically is the patriotic duty of every American to do whatever it takes to stop Trump, that's what these Republican rhetorical monsters seem to say about Hillary because of a fucking email server. Your boy colludes with the foreign government to establish a dictatorship in the United States. There's no equivalency. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, there's one thing that can be said about Donald Trump when justifying this that cannot be said about Hillary Clinton. And that's the reason why these people say, oh, I guess we just have to shoot her. See, the thing is, everything Donald Trump says is a lie. The vast majority of what Hillary Clinton says is actually true. But you've just been made schizophrenic by reading Russian propaganda, by reading right-wing, racist, white supremacists who have had a plan since the mid-'80s called NovoROSSIA, in which when a black man was elected president, they would call on Russia to come liberate the poor white Americans from their minority oppressors. Okay? But what they didn't tell you, white supremacists, is that most of the Russian army is Muslim. So, fucking good luck with that. And as for this little shill channel that's set up here just to fucking herd people, guess what? Oh, they decided they weren't going to tell the truth after all. But you know what? You'll find the truth on this channel every single fucking time I see it and have the time to post it. And if I don't have time, I'm sorry. But I do magic, so it's going to be okay. This is all just for people to learn lessons from. Okay? This whole thing is playing out just as I planned it. That's why I knew how to predict what would happen. Understand? Does that ring a bell? Clue you in on who I might actually fucking be? Because, I'd love for somebody else to take the job, man. If anybody thinks they qualify, feels free to apply, you can have it. All right? But you know what? That ain't gonna happen. I'm me. Sorry if I don't meet your vain expectations. But you know what? If you observe the world you lived in a little better, you might not be so fucking surprised.